Hi, my name's Anna, and today I'm going to tell you the 5 things that you need to know about the Lansinoh 2-in-1 electric breast pump. First off, it's the fact that it's a very comfortable product to use, so comfort is key. You get a lot of flexibility in how you express. The first choice you get is between 2 sizes of breast cushions. So you'll know which one is for you because the one that's the wrong size pinches a little bit. So it feels a lot more comfortable when you get the right size on. The second thing is, you'll see on the base of the pump here, you get to choose different settings. So as with a lot of other breast pumps on the market, you have a 2-phase system, let down. So you turn it on. Get the right setting. That's the let down phase, so it simulates your baby sucking to get the milk first of all, and then once the milk's let down it enters the express phase. So all you have to do to switch between the 2 phases is just press that button. Another choice you get is the suction levels. There's 8 to choose from, which I found really handy because my son's got tongue tie, so sometimes when it gets to late at night and I've been breastfeeding all day on and off, I get quite sensitive, and so having a lower setting was better for me. Also, I found double expressing, which I hadn't done before using the Lansinoh. I find that sometimes a little bit invasive, so by having it on a lower suction setting, that made it a lot more manageable for me. So to change the suction level, all you have to do is, you'll see there's a plus and minus button here, just up and down as you wish. And the other thing is, and this is a USP, a unique selling point for the Lansinoh product, is that you get 3 different styles, which means 3 different rhythms or speeds of sucking. So I wasn't sure this would make much of a difference at first, but actually I found if you're doing it late at night, you kind of want a slower setting. It's a bit more mellow. If you're feeling in a bit of a rush, you go for the faster setting. And so as I say, there are 3 to choose from, slow, medium and faster. And I'd say the medium one most closely resembles my son's pattern of feeding, which is also quite a comforting thing to have something replicating the actual feeding itself. So that's the first thing. It's a very comfortable product to use and you can tailor it for your particular sensitivity. The second thing is the noise it makes. So the manufacturers claim that it's a low noise product. I was a little bit disappointed at first because I put it on my bedside table, which made the vibrating sound that you heard earlier sound a lot louder than it actually is if you put it on something like a cushion or a sofa. It's a lot better on the sofa. I'll show you now. If I just turn it on, you can probably hear that. It's a bit better if you put it on the more muted surface of a sofa. Put it on the express phase. That's not too bad at all. For me, this is relatively quiet for home use. It didn't disrupt me and my husband too much if we were watching TV. It didn't wake my baby up during the day when I was expressing. I would probably be a little more cautious about taking it out and about. I think if you use what my friend calls the disabled toilet test, i.e. if you're going to express at work, and people outside could probably hear that and wonder, what are you doing? Which I think would bother me a little bit, stress me out a little bit, but it's certainly not loud compared with a lot of other breast pumps on the market. I know that I used to have a Tommy Tippy Closer to Nature pump, and that's a lot more has like a kind of drill-like sound, which is a lot heavier than that. And then my manual breast pump, my Medela Harmony manual breast pump that I used to use, is very squeaky, so I found it very embarrassing, even at home, for anyone to overhear me. I used to close myself away, lock myself away and do expressing on my own. The third thing, which is my absolute favourite feature about this, is that there's what's called closed technology. So the tubing that you connect the breast expression set to, the machine, the tubing is totally closed from the milk, so it doesn't have any milk contamination whatsoever. This means you don't have to wash the tubing, you certainly don't have to sterilise it after use. You can just pop it back into the bag that's supplied and not worry about it. I found the whole sterilising thing quite stressful first time around when I was expressing with my first son. He had tongue tie too, so that just the whole rigmarole of washing, sterilising, oh, is it contaminated, isn't it? And that headache is completely taken away with this particular product. The other thing I would say that is important is that it's not a hands-free kit. So if I know, like the Medela Swing pump, excuse me, battery going low. The Modella swing pump has a sort of a hook system to attach it to your bra so you can get on with lots of things while you're expressing. This is more of a sit down affair, although if you want to be hands-free, you can invest in one of those hands-free pumping bras for about £40, I think top of the range is, or about £10 for a sort of a less quality item perhaps on eBay or Amazon for a hands-free bra. So you can convert it, but it isn't hands-free. If you want to double express, I should say that the Lansinoh 2-in-1 offers you the choice of single or double, hence the 2-in-1 part of its name. If you want to double express, then they suggest holding this in the crook of your arm and then the other one in your hand, so you do have one hand free. And the last thing is, this is a really portable product. They supply a very smart looking black tote that you can fit everything in. So it all fits in there, and if you're doing single express, then it's really, really light. If you're doing double, not so heavy at all, and eminently portable. So those are my 5 things. I hope that helped, and thanks for listening.